Good afternoon, and welcome to Mini Course Mondays. Every Monday, I will be doing video training. Today, I'm just starting on a small training guide to help get you through the holidays. Uh, Today is it sad or ASD during the holidays? A personal guide. Now, the reason I chose to do this one today, I was sitting up last night wondering if what I'm going through is it my SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder, or my ASD that has got me less than active, a little bit more quiet, um, not wanting to really talk to anybody or see anybody. And so I decided to do some research and look at the two and compare them, because even though I live in Hawaii and we have sun almost 365 days a year, I still suffer from SAD. So today I'm going to talk about differentiating between the two. Um, if you've got one but not the other, or if you have both, it's up to you to decide that. Now, I always like to start out with a quote on perspective. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that was by Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Um, so, we can look at the holiday season as a challenging time, especially for individuals navigating seasonal affective disorder like myself, or autism spectrum disorder like myself too. So for instance, imagine someone with SAD struggling to get out of a bed on a dark winter morning, or an individual with ASD feeling overwhelmed by a loud, crowded family gathering. These scenarios highlight how the holidays can amplify unique challenges for different people. So this guide will help you identify those key challenges, understand the differences, and implement practical strategies to help reduce stress and create a more balanced experience. Now, SAD versus ASD, they're the same initials kind of reversed around, right? What are the key differences? So, seasonal affective disorder is linked to seasonal changes. It often occurs during winter due to shorter days and reduced sunlight, the lack of vitamin D. So the symptoms are low energy, oversleeping, craving of carbs, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of sadness. The triggers are lack of sunlight and disruptions to your circadian rhythms. And the autism spectrum disorder challenges are environmental triggers, sensory overload, social exhaustion, and disrupted routines. The holidays amplify stress with loud gatherings, bright decorations, and the need to mask behaviors can heighten these difficulties. So the common responses to ASD challenges are emotional exhaustion, overstimulation, and a strong desire for routine. So what if you, after listening to this, you're like, well, I've got a bit of both. That's called an overlap. So let's identify the overlaps. So timing. SAD is tied to the season, the winter season, cold season, while ASD stress arises from specific events or environmental changes. So, for example, someone with SAD might notice their mood worsening as the days grow shorter, while an individual with ASD could feel heightened stress when faced with holiday disruptions to their daily routine. So, the physical symptoms that could overlap, SAD often involves fatigue and appetite changes, whereas ASD related stress typically manifests as mental exhaustion or sensory discomfort. So you can imagine someone with SAD craving more sleep and sugary foods during winter, while an individual with ASD avoids gatherings due to the overwhelming noise and lights. SAD often involves fatigue and appetite changes, like mentioned, whereas ASD-related stress typically manifests as mental exhaustion or sensory discomfort. Being that I am diagnosed with both, I experience all of these at the same time, and you may too. So that may make it doubly stressful that, you know, you're craving all of these sugary and carb-loaded foods, but you're having problems sleeping at night. And then, you've got to deal with all the holiday stuff, dealing with other people. They're calling you, touching base, whatever, and you just don't want to be bothered. It can be really frustrating. So there are some practical strategies to cope with both of these. We're going to start with SAD. So light therapy, a lot of people suggest light therapy. There's a light box that you can purchase. I'm sure you can probably get them on Amazon for 20 to 30 minutes every morning to regulate your mood. The bright light mimics natural sunlight, helping to reset your circadian rhythm, which is what really helps you get through the day and helps you get to sleep at night, right? And boosts serotonin levels, which can alleviate symptoms of depression. The next step to cope could be to stay active. You can incorporate physical activities like walking, yoga, or dancing to boost endorphins. But when you have SAD, you really don't really want to get up, so you kind of have to push yourself. Next one would be stick to a routine. Maintain consistent sleep and meal schedules to stabilize energy levels. I eat once a day if I'm hungry, so that doesn't really work for me. But I do have a consistent sleep routine. I know this sounds like an old lady thing, but because I live in the forest and don't, I do have lights, but I don't keep them on all night. I'm usually in the bed by sundown this time of year, which is 6:30 to 7 o'clock. But I'm not asleep sometimes till 11:30, 12. So, but I do stick to that routine of being in the bed, turning off my tech at least by 9 o'clock. I'll watch a movie or the games or anything else. I'll turn those off. So the next one would be to consider vitamin D. You want to consult a healthcare provider about different supplements if a sunlight exposure is limited. Now, most people say, I'll just go to Walmart or Target and buy what's off the shelf. Well, those supplements may not be exactly what your body needs. You may need more than what's on the basic shelf. So if you can, and it's so difficult now with healthcare costs so high, even Medicare costs and the walk-in copays could be high. I understand that's why people do that. But at least consult your physician about it, and ask, what percentages of each of these vitamins you need. And then you could go to Walmart or Target and stand there for a little bit and really research what's in those and get the best that you can possibly afford. So the practical strategies to cope for ASD challenges. One is to set your boundaries. This is the most important thing. Plan ahead and feel confident saying no to overwhelming activities. I have to plan ahead the night before I do anything. It's a constant all night and then the early morning planning. So I know that's my ASD. And I'm setting boundaries with people who are coming to pick me up. And I tell them, look, you can't just drop by and pick me up. I am not a spur of the moment person. I have to plan. So plan your outings and the activities that you want to go to. Okay. Number 2 is create a safe space. You want to designate a quiet area with calming tools like noise canceling headphones or weighted blankets. They have weighted sweatshirts now, vests, all these awesome things that I never had growing up, that you can create a safe space within your own body when you're in other places. Even if you're in other places, you can still designate a quiet area with these calming tools and let people know this is what I need to do to get through this moment. Number 3, did I say plan ahead already? Well, plan ahead again. Okay. Communicate about holiday schedules and prepare for potential changes. So let people know, look, this is what I experienced. It's not really up to them to believe you or not, or whatever. This is what you need. Ask for your needs, what you need. Plan ahead and prepare for these changes so you can be ready and so you can enjoy yourself while you're out. Number 4, sensory strategies. Use tools such as calming apps or sunglasses to manage sensory input. Even if you're in Christmas lights can be really disturbing to my eyes and give me a headache and a migraine, and I want to go. So wearing sunglasses to those things might look like, yeah, I wear my sunglasses at night, but that's okay. Wear them anyway. If you need them, don't worry about what other people think of you, and just ignore if they say something that's really out of pocket. Or you can just say, I need this because of the lights. Calming apps. There's an app called Calm, Calm. You can Google it, look it up. There's also earplugs by Calm that you can put in your ear, and it lowers the sounds coming in to where it's not painful for your ears. Number 5, self-care. Prioritize activities that recharge you, such as reading, meditating, or engaging in your hobbies or interests. I love yoga. So yoga is what calms me down, gives me self-care, and also keeps my body toned and firm through as long as I age. So whatever self-care routine daily that you need to do, go ahead and do that. Number 6, seek support. Reach out to a therapist or a coach or a trusted friend for guidance. Now, be careful about, use the word guidance, not their opinion. Or, okay, but tell them what you're going through and say, well, what would you do? Don't ask them, what would I do? Ask them, what would you do if you were experiencing these things? That way they're coming from their point of view, and some of the things that they may be mentioning might be useful for you. And if the rest of them aren't, then you don't have to feel like they're giving you advice or you have to turn it down. Number 7, limit your expectations. Focus on meaningful connections rather than perfection. Limit your expectations of having to be perfect out in public, of having to purchase all this stuff to look a certain way. Dress how you want to dress, if it's for the holiday, but focus on being with the people that you care about the most, more so than what you look like or what your face looks. Try not to mask so much. Just be yourself. And while you're limiting your own expectations, Drop some of the expectations that you have of other people. Drop the perfectionism and just enjoy being with other humans at that time. Okay. Number 8, practice gratitude. This is one of the most important things that I have to do every single day. Reflect on 3 things you're grateful for daily to maintain a positive outlook. If you don't, you can really fall in that deep chasm of depression and comparing yourself to other people. And then when you know what happens, you start to feel like crap. The inner critic in your head will tell you how much of a terrible person you are. It's not your ASD. You just suck. You're just this, you're just that. So whenever that happens, or you feel like you're starting to come down on yourself or feeling a little bit bad, practice gratitude. It really brings you up. Now, I've combined all of this in a downloadable workbook that you can download in the link in the description after the video. And it also includes a checklist, several pages that you can go through. It's a holiday survival guide, checklist tailored for level 1 ASD and seasonal affective disorder. So this guide offers practical steps to reduce stress, manage social situations, and navigate the holiday season more comfortably. And so you'll find on the checklist the things that I mentioned before: planning ahead, there's checking out for those, create a sensory friendly environment, boost your mood, set boundaries, and communicate your needs, prepare for low energy days, because you're going to have those, by keeping healthy, comforting snacks and drinks available for quick energy boosts, those type of tips, and set realistic expectations for yourself. Those are some things to check right there too. Throughout the holiday, you want to stay connected to people. So there's a few steps that you can do that without feeling overwhelmed. And then track your progress. Keep a journal or notes about your mood and energy levels throughout the season. Reflect on what helped you manage your sad symptoms or stress or your ASD symptoms the most. Set small, achievable goals for self-care and coping strategies as the season continues. So I've also put 2 pages on here for your journal notes if you want to print these out. You can use the following printable pages to express your thoughts and track your progress even into the new year. So, there's that type of page, and then there's this type of page. If you wanted to print them all out and punch holes in them and make your own notebook, you can do that too. I've added a few community resources on here. Calm is a downloadable app. It's also a product for your ears. Insight Timer or mood tracking apps to support your mental health helps also. Online support groups. You can join an ASD, SAD, or mental health forums for shared experiences and support. Now, your dietary support. You want to focus on balanced meals with mood-boosting foods like fish, nuts, leafy greens, and whole grains, or whatever foods that are good for your situations. I know I have lupus, so there are a lot of the things on those things that don't settle well with me. So create a diet, a healthy diet just for you. And if you're ASD, you have picky food things, that's okay. If you eat the same thing every day, I do. It's all right. As long as it's healthy and balanced, it's fine. Online courses on personal development, of which I'm developing now, coming soon to my domain that I'm developing. After the new year, I will start rolling out courses there that are self-paced and that offer certificate of completion that you can use on your LinkedIn or your resumes or in your or whatever, just for personal just to boost yourself to saying you're doing something and you're growing. Our personal development library, which I have so many freebies there, at our coffee shop, which this download is going to be there as well. Again, check the description, the notes in the description. And then by implementing these tools and strategies, you can navigate the challenges of SAD or ASD during the holidays or during any holiday or during any event that might be stressful for you, like weddings, summers. We have all of these things in summers that people want to do. You can use these same tools all year long, and create moments of joy and connections that truly matter, because that's what we struggle with, is connecting with other people. Start today by just trying one new strategy from this guide, and then consider sharing it with someone else who might benefit from these insights. So you can send them the link so they can download it themselves. If they like it. Oh, where'd you get this from? Here, I'll give you the link. You can go get your own copy. So together, we can make this holiday season and all holiday seasons a little brighter for everyone. And what's the next step, you say? Follow, subscribe, and you can buy me a cup of coffee at the coffee shop at the link below and in the description. You'll empower yourself daily to make your life healthier and more joyful. Make sure to follow at the coffee cup below. The link is Ko-fi.com, Living Empowered Today, for exclusive content for community members. And it's all for the price of a cup of coffee. Aren't you worth that? Just for the price of a cup of coffee? You can do that. Now, those of you who are new here and like, who is this woman? Well, aloha. A little about me. I'm Susan Peters Chesley. I'm an Asperger's or level 1 ASD person and ADHD adult. I'm also a certified cognitive behavioral therapy practitioner, and a master life coach. I center resilience and positive mindsets for neurodiverse adults. I'm certified in several support, mental health, and coaching modalities since 2015, over 16, I believe. When my website is up, I'll throw all of my certificates up there that you can see and you can check. What I guide you to do is to how to live a successful life with less struggle, more joy, and balance by empowering your mindset through self-acceptance. And when I'm not writing, coaching, teaching Reiki, or working my land, I spend warm, relaxing days in Hawaii and starfield nights in the rainforest of Big Island. I live here year-round. I haven't been to the mainland since 2018, but I want to go this year to visit my new grandbaby that's going to be born in May. So I love living a natural, minimalist, off-grid lifestyle like my ancestors from Africa. Except I'm on an active volcano with my dog, Matilda, and my 2 bossy cats who have me well trained to do their bidding every single day. Now, offline, I'm an experienced ecopreneur in developing raw jungle acres for natural environment community retreats. I also had a community for several years of people who lived on property with me, and we all worked the property together. I really missed that, and I enjoyed that. These retreats I want to develop help people find and accept their true selves without life's distractions. So I hope this self-coaching program That's my doggie Matilda there, squeaking her ball, helps you to uncover the hidden reason why you haven't been living your life to the fullest. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments below. Leave me a question. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Or you can contact me at any of my links in the description, either by email or at my Ko-fi page, or like I said, comments below. So consider me your partner in wellness. And thank you so much for spending this 25 minutes with me today. Each Monday, I will do a short training on different subjects about this time, 25 to 30 minutes. And it will have a corresponding download so you can continue that training and do the workbook throughout the week and start implementing those practices into your daily life. And it is a few days before the 2024 Christmas season. Whatever you celebrate, whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, or any other celebration around the world, I wish you peace, joy, and happiness. And above all, enjoy yourself and be confident in who you are through all of this time. If during the time you feel you're getting a little bit stressed out, come back here, holler in the comments, Susan, I need your help. And I'll be glad to help you. Maybe we can set aside a little 15 minutes just to help you get through that time. I'll be happy to do that with you. Aloha and Mele Kalikimaka to you.